Hey Pisces, welcome to your reading, and this is for the end of Leo season heading into Virgo season 2023. So I'm going to start by reading you the oracle cards I pulled for you, which are both about embracing new in life and leaving the past behind. So you have Ángel de los Muertos, the passage I'm going to read says, the Angel de los Muertos appearance in a reading signifies that you must not delay in activating this lifetime's purpose. Her message is not only from those who have passed, but of the truth that you can activate your new life while you're still alive. It is no longer necessary to pass to recreate the life contract and purpose you have. Do not wish to leave in order to start anew. Believe that this life is a constant process of creation and that you are at a point where you can end a pattern without ending this life. Energy is changing and death is no longer the greatest reshaper. She comes to visit you now, so the fear of mortality passes and so that you understand that you can begin to rebirth yourself into a new life now. So mortality in that sense could be not your own mortality necessarily, but the mortality of a situation in your life. And then you have in the Avalon deck, the King of the Fairy Realm. The message with that card is decide what memories are holding you in the past. It's emptying the old that we are ready for a new beginning, and when we open ourselves to magic, to what cannot be imagined, in what lies beneath the mounds of enchanted fairy escapes. I let go of the old and embrace the new. So these are very fitting with the Celtic cross spread that I threw for you today, in that it looks like in this past situation, you were giving a lot to a home and a family that brought at least you a lot of happiness, and there was a lot of love there. And probably for not just you as a 10, there's a lot of people involved. It's a community, it's an extended family as well. And it looks like someone in that relationship or that family was very reckless with the Knight of Wands here, and potentially unfaithful and just not respecting the amount of love that was put into that connection by probably you with this King of Cups here. You held a lot of love for this situation and probably a very high regard for it, and it looks like someone did not. And potentially that made the situation drag out for a very long time and not end as quickly as it needed to. It could have been a very painful and gruesome ending. So coming to the present day here, with the Knight of Cups in reverse crowning your reading, I'm interpreting this as you being overly emotional, letting emotions about that past situation kind of crop up into your present life right now. Being ruled by emotions that are not always the ones that you want to rule your life. So with the Hermit in reverse and the 8 of Swords here, you are feeling bound up mentally, imprisoned by potentially these feelings or these memories, and kind of in a dark place in terms of feeling isolated. It looks like you are really trying to balance yourself, and with the Temperance card here, stay very grounded, very positive, and you're really working on having good boundaries with the 7 of Wands here. And it could be that maybe because of this, you know, if we interpreted these cards in the context of the rest of them, you might be feeling a little too detached. You might be acting a little too detached. You might be maybe on the defense rather than having healthy boundaries. Sometimes when we don't, or we haven't been able to have healthy boundaries, we put up walls. So maybe there could be an emotional wall coming up to keep you more in that space of like, I can't really regulate myself with another person due to this trauma from the past. So let me put up this wall, this defense that looks like a boundary, but it's actually a lot more rigid than a boundary would be. And, you know, it's just not letting you see your present situation clearly. Like, that's another way to interpret the Hermit reverse, that you are disconnected from your intuition, from your inner light, that inner light guiding force that helps you to see your path ahead of you. It's like you're cut off from that and you're feeling stuck. There's another card about that coming up soon in your present situation. I'll get to it more later. It looks like your obstacles or your challenges right now are the Hanged Man. Like, there might be some type of a pause that you are either taking, you know, we are in a retrograde season right now. You know, that could be an obstacle causing you to sort of just sit back and not really make forward progress, not make any decisions, and just sort of stay on the fence about something. Or it could be that that's your challenge, is you need that time to pause and really get a new perspective on what's going on in your life. And it looks like with your other obstacle being the Three of Wands in reverse, you are blocked to making plans for the future. Could be the retrogrades making everything a little bit chaotic and just hard to move forward. So it's hard to make future plans or goals, long-term goals for yourself. But also just feeling like maybe your ships aren't coming in, like you're not getting what you've been waiting for your whole life, and not feeling hopeful. So that's a definite challenge there for you to, you know, just wait until, you know, the retrograde season passes and it is easier to move forward and make plans and goals in life. Or it could be something deeper where you need to work on becoming unstuck, unbound in this present moment in order to be able to make more future plans for yourself. So it looks like in the near future, you are going to be having success. So something like you're going to be getting attention, you're going to be getting, you know, this can be the card of like a little bit of fame too. You're going to be coming into a really successful period of your life. It could be related to career. Like I said, with fame there, it could be just, you know, getting this sort of attention in your professional life. That's going to feel really good for you. However, due to feeling like you're battling on with the Nine of Wands here, with this worry about, you know, third-party energy or being triangulated or, you know, unreliable partners with this Queen of Wands here. This is someone who, in reverse, you know, I can't say what gender this is. I'm seeing all different genders in this read. I sometimes can lean more towards a certain gender, and I'm not. I'm seeing you showing up as male, you showing up as female, lots of females in the reading. We could say that this is just, you know, you did show up more male in that past situation. It could be that so I'm going to read it both ways since I don't know what gender it is. It could be that you are, you know, kind of feeling like you have to battle on with this type of partner that is maybe promiscuous or overly sexual or impulsive or manipulative. Sometimes Queen of Wands reverse can be manipulative and dishonest. And so that's really going to be stealing your peace with the Four of Swords here. And so I don't know, it'll be different for each situation, but I don't know if it is actually happening or if it is more just your stress and your fear and your worry about, you know, being triangulated by someone who is manipulative and ultimately out for themselves sexually. I sense that it's going to be detracting from the success and the happiness that you feel about whatever this, you know, new type of attention and fame that's coming into your life is going to offer you. It will be, you know, this either dynamic with this type of partner or just your fears and worries. You know, you might be persisting in the same type of patterns that you have in the past, and that's going to detract from this, you know, moment of riding on your laurels. Or it could be internal. It could be these fears from the past, you know, coming up to sabotage your kind of moment in the spotlight that's coming up for you. So just, you know, food for thought. It'll be different for everybody how this is playing out. So again, I have lots of ways to interpret this present situation for you now. It looks to me like I'm going to interpret it differently for males and females. So it looks to me, if you're a male, then you are focused on building wealth for yourself and maybe your family. Like wanting to have the house, the home, the kids, the dog, the whole extended family, you know, living together, and owning property. You know, you definitely own property or want to own property. You know, owning a home is important to you. And I see you focused around this Empress. So this is someone who is in the divine feminine energy. This is somebody who is probably a mother or is very nurturing. Someone who manifests abundance very easily in their life. And it looks to me like there is just this worry. Again, here we are with the Seven of Swords showing up. There is this worry about this person being like so magical and so amazing, that they could be deceitful, or, you know, that they could be unfaithful, or they could be liars. The liar, cheater, thief card is what that is. So I just see you looking at this person and being like, wow, she's so divine. They're so divine. You know, they have so much power to manifest what they want in their life. You know, why wouldn't they just, you know, use that energy to trick me or to, you know, sabotage what I want with them or what I have with them. But however, with the moon reversed here, it looks like there aren't really illusions here. Like this is like your assessment of this person at this time is accurate. There are not things being hidden right now. So, it's like you can release the fear and the worry and just really go into that success. The Six of Wands came out again for you. And you can just sort of revel in the success of this person being your life. We do have the Devil here. So the way I'm interpreting that in this angle of the reading is that there is the potential for this to turn toxic, either for you or that person to become, you know, more codependent and more stuck and more like chained to that other person. And, you know, we want to be careful of that. There's obviously a lot of passion with this person in this situation. That is wonderful and beautiful, but it's like when we're so passionate about somebody, we have to be careful that that does not turn into codependency and ownership and toxicity. So the other way I'm going to read it is for feminine energy for, if you identify as a woman. It looks like, you may be feeling stuck in a connection where you have that, shared property with somebody, where you have that long-term family goal with someone. There could be worries for you, as there are for the other way I interpreted this, about a person being honest or dishonest, or just having that potential to be so charming and so magical that there might be dishonesty here. But again, with that moon card, this is pretty much the same way I read it before. Just turn your focus back to those past experiences you had and really be analytical here. Any relationship has the potential to turn toxic, but we have to be aware of our own behaviors in the moment that would turn something toxic that didn't need to go that way. So yes, there is the potential for that here, but I don't really see it happening right now. With that moon card in reverse, I feel like, the passion is strong, but it seems like there's nothing being hidden at the moment. Nothing, we never know our partner's true heart, right? It's just the nature of humans. But it doesn't look like there's any action being taken right now that's dishonest. So Pisces, in your environment, it looks like there's someone who is experiencing a soulmate connection, or this person could be really like revisiting an old partnership, old family dynamics, childhood emotions, childhood feelings, and they're just in a really meditative space right now where things are not as balanced for them. Like we could interpret this two ways. They're either not juggling partners anymore if this is a love situation. They've sort of let the balancing act fall off with that, or it could be more work related, that they're just not keeping everything balanced as much as they used to or they should. But they're really finding a lot of deep meditative rest at this time with this, and it's really helping them to process and let go of grief. And so it looks to be a very wonderful time for them, even if it seems like things are not as balanced as they want them to be. Your hopes and fears, it looks like you are really in your healing era with this star card, or you want to be. You really want to work on yourself and work on your healing. And your finances too, like with this King of Coins here, King of Diamonds, you really want to be that financially stable person. And it's, even if it's heavy, even if you have to carry a lot of the load by yourself, you're really hoping for that at this time. But there might be a fear of leaving the past in the past. So again, with those oracle cards and the situation in your past that's keeping you more guarded and detached, it might be hard for you to let go of that and to move into this financially stable, strong energy that's going to heal yourself. So in your outcome, it looks like there is, as things are going right now, outcomes are always have the potential to be changed in the future. As you're going right now, still holding on to these past energies, it looks like there's going to be some type of delay with making a decision or getting a project or a relationship sort of out of the initial stages and into the next stage. And any little steady sort of progress that was being made is going to be halted due to this delay that is kind of out of your control with this Wheel of Fortune card in reverse. It's like a fated delay that is coming in. And I really see with this Ace of Swords not being upright, it kind of came out on its side. It's like you really have to make sure that you're clear and you're honest and you're communicating exactly what you need and what you want. So that goes to communicating to a higher source, to yourself, to other people in your life, and really letting go of a relationship, and being honest about that and being clear about that, being intentional about letting go of something, because I think that lack of clarity is going to be what causes this delay in a new passionate beginning, or of moving something into the next phase. So it's going, whatever this is, like once it does get off the ground, it definitely could be a marriage or a relationship with this Four of Wands here. It's going to be really calling you to start a whole new stage of your life with this Judgment card here, like completely leaving the past in the past and like leveling up in a way that you probably haven't done before. This is a huge change that, I don't see a delay necessarily as bad, especially with all the retrograde energy that is going on right now. You may just need to take time to process this. And like I said, that delay and that kind of hold up is fated and divinely mandated. So just let that be not a warning necessarily, but let that be advice for you, that remember that your clarity is going to have everything to do with how long that delay lasts, or how quickly you move through it into that new stage of your life. So, bye Pisces. Thank you for watching.